Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. In today's video, we continue north on US Highway 1, South Dixie Highway, beginning at mile 146.3, where the roadway splits two different communities, Kendall on the left and Pinecrest on the right. We've been crawling for the last mile, and it turns out the secret to escaping the jam was simply following the police car. The whole slowdown was just a loose cluster of drivers with no particular place to be and all the time in the world not to get there. On our left, Kendall is an unincorporated census-designated place anchored by major retail and office clusters around Dadeland. Kendall had 80,241 residents at the 2020 census, and US-1 is one of its main spines, joined by Kendall Drive, Southwest 88th Street, a bit up the road where the Dadeland district really concentrates. On our right is the village of Pinecrest, incorporated in 1996 and known for its tree canopy, residential neighborhoods, and Pinecrest Gardens, the former Parrot Jungle attraction, now a 14-acre botanical garden and cultural venue. Pinecrest had a population of 18,388 at the 2020 census. A few minutes north, we enter Glenvar Heights, another unincorporated community that wraps up some of the Dadeland area in the Snapper Creek corridor. Glenvar Heights counted 20,786 residents at the 2020 census. If you've been watching the left side of the road through South Dade, you'll notice the busway has disappeared. This is where the South Dade Transitway, formerly the busway, meets its northern end at Dadeland South. From here, the elevated Metrorail line takes over and runs above or alongside US-1 through the urban core, with stops at Dadeland South and Dadeland North before continuing toward South Miami, University, and Douglas Road. At Southwest 80th Street, we enter the city of South Miami. This is its own municipality, not a neighborhood of Miami. The city incorporated in 1927, and its small downtown east of US-1 clusters shops, dining, and services around the Metrorail South Miami station. South Miami had 12,026 residents at the 2020 census. Oddly, not a single train was visible as we passed through the heart of town.
I don't want to be alone. Why did you let go? Can't you see
At Southwest 57th Avenue, better known locally as Red Road, we cross into the city of Coral Gables. This is a master-planned community laid out in the 1920s by developer George Merrick and often called the City Beautiful for its Mediterranean revival architecture and strict design standards that still shape how buildings look today. Coral Gables had 49,248 residents at the 2020 census. Coral Gables is packed with landmarks and institutions. Just east of US-1 sits the University of Miami's Maine Coral Gables campus, a 239-acre academic core that anchors the city's cultural life from music and theater to athletics. Downtown, Miracle Mile along Coral Way serves as the city's signature main street, lined with boutiques, restaurants, and galleries, an easy detour from US-1. A few blocks away is the Venetian Pool, carved from a coral rock quarry in the 1920s and fed by spring water, complete with waterfalls and grottos, one of the area's most distinctive public pools. Somewhere off to the left is the 1926 Biltmore Hotel, a National Historic Landmark and Coral Gables icon.
Take it to the limit. Give everything you got to give, no matter how you spin it. We only get one life to live, and all it takes is a spark to set the night on fire. Release your heart's desire, flames getting higher. Wildfire.
As we continue along US-1 through Coral Gables, the elevated Metrorail remains our companion, offering quick connections to the University and Douglas Road stations before the line bends towards Brickell and downtown. The blend of transit, campus life, Mediterranean-style streetscapes, and dense commercial corridors is a great preview of the urban Miami we're about to enter.
Turn around, come on, raise your light, it's going all night. Wildfire, set yourself free, turn up the heat 1,000 degrees. Go all the way, let's see the day up in the blaze. Turn the heat up, burn the beat up, gonna set the whole night on fire.
We'll wrap this segment at mile 152 as we enter the city of Miami. Details on Miami itself are up next. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.